Yo, yo,
Hey,
yo. What
hey,
up,
hey.
everybody? How we doing? Welcome to Unbox Live. My name's Ken Nana. This is my brother, Sean Nana.
What up,
Here
everyone?
we'll be talking about some Top Shot today. We're going to talk about some of the NBA trades. We got a very special guest. I'll let Sean introduce him later on. That's coming in.
Hmm.
And then also, I have a moment I want to give away today. So thank you guys all for joining. Welcome. Thank you to all the new people who are here. I see a lot of new names, so appreciate you guys tuning in. And welcome back to all the OGs. But today, I want to give away this Larry Nance Jr. moment. So you guys will all have a chance to scoop this up. It is a serial number 2463. It's not bad out of 35K. So stay tuned for that. We're going to send a Google sheet and you guys will be able to enter your Top Shot name and we will pick randomly a winner for that. But
Yes.
how's everything going, Sean?
Oh man, it's going well. You got your little drinky drink?
I do. It looks like water, but it's actually sake.
Oh, some
So
neat sake.
we had some sushi tonight for dinner, and we got a little bit
Nice.
of sake action
Ooh, that looks
happening.
nice. All right,
How
all
about
right.
you?
Got myself a nice fresh margarita
Oh, there it is.
from the wifey.
Another
So
beautiful drink there.
yeah, cheers. Cheers,
Cheers,
brother.
cheers, cheers. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so
a lot of stuff happened past couple days.
I know, and it was really cool. Like we were just like, yo, we should go live because like there's so much and like so much that we just wanted to talk to each other about. And
Right.
man, the homie Greg hit me up with an awesome just compliment. I saw that he left some comments yesterday, last night, so he must have been going down the YouTube rabbit hole.
Oh, nice.
And then this morning, he just kind of said, "Yo, like this was awesome," and I was like, "Man, we've been talking about chopping it up," and months ago, he reached back out to me and we were just talking about Top Shot. And, it was just really cool to reconnect. Greg and I actually, we go back several years back when I used to live in San Diego.
Yeah, that was a
Um,
long time ago.
yeah, it was a minute and lived next door. Shout out to his brother, Brian, who's about to have babies. So
Nice,
congratulations on that.
congrats.
But yeah, I'm really really stoked to have him jump on live and just
Yeah,
reconnect. But there's a few things going on today,
yeah,
or at least that's going on right now. That's worthy of talking about. NBA Top Shot just put out a little teaser video for the new badges that
yep.
whether it's their first moment or the rookies. And I just want to go a little bit deeper into that and really get your take and Greg's take on the badges. And
Yeah. Which
one
a
thing,
lot of people were talking about the badges. I know they did a little blog post a while ago, kind of introducing it, but this was
little
kind of
teaser.
the official announcement, and
Yeah,
they said it was before March 31st. We should start seeing these badges. So I'm excited to see how that affects the market and what that does for all the new users. But excited to get into that. Also,
yeah,
a lot of trades. Today's the NBA trade deadline,
I know,
so
I know.
yeah,
I
had a lot of
was
movement. Obviously, we're Laker
nervous.
fans over here. We were hoping to see something exciting for the Lakers, and there's a
See,
lot of talks, a lot of rumors. But
never know what Palinka's up to.
yeah, deadline came up. Trades are done, but I think we still have an option to buy someone out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get a Drummond or someone big to fill the shoes of slow ass Gasol. No, I'm not hating on Gasol. He's cool, but we need or maybe JaVale McGee, get that guy back.
Get
Yeah,
him back.
we need that energy back in the squad, dude.
We'll see. We'll see. I know. Yeah, it's definitely worth kind of talking about some of that, and I'm curious on how some of the trades will affect the marketplace.
Yeah,
How some of the badges will affect some of your current moments. Maybe you have something that you think will eventually earn a badge. So we'd love to kind of talk about that. But, one of the things that really stood out when Greg started just kind of posting stuff on Twitter, I saw him just start to post like really great infographics. And I love how blockchain offers so much valuable data. And the stories that Greg is telling with some of this data, I think is absolutely worth talking about and showing the world like what he's doing with this. It's so cool. So let's just bring him up. Everyone, welcome Greg to the stream. What's up, Greg?
Greg.
What's up, fellas? How's it going, guys? Thanks for the kind words. It's great to be here.
Yeah, dude, it's great to have you here. And I'm digging the hat, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, Lakers.
Where we at right now? You guys watching the game? The game is currently on.
I know. Bad timing, Ken. We gotta make sure. Like,
totally didn't even look at that. I texted and I was like, damn it, the Laker game's on. Yeah.
I know.
Oh man, it's all good. But we're happy to have you, Greg. We're happy to hang out with you. We love what you're doing. I've been seeing your name just pop up everywhere in Discord channels or Twitter, and I'm like, oh shit. When Sean told me, he was like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I was like, what? And we're like, we got to have him come by and hang out for a little bit, get to know what he's up to, because seems like you're making a pretty big impact on the community, and just what you have to offer is valuable. So definitely appreciate that, and just want to learn more about what you're doing and how you do all of that stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I love what Santiago said. Sorry, Greg. I was just saying, like,
no, you're good.
Your Twitter game just went to the moon.
Yeah.
It's been kind of crazy, and I've just tried to put out stuff that I mean, what got me into it is I was trying to figure out what I was doing in Top Shot. And then as I started doing it, I got a background in data and business intelligence. I figured, if I can make it something that it makes it easier for me to understand, it might help some other people. So I was posting mostly challenge stuff at the beginning, and as I got access to better data sources and stuff like that, just started putting out more and more, and people seem to really enjoy it. So I mean, I'll keep that going for as long as the community is asking for it.
Love that, man. You can tell you have like a background in data, and I think, even just like with what I do professionally, like using data to drive decisions or drive discussions is so important, and it allows you to have better judgment on what you want to do from here, and at the same time balancing that with just pure intuition, right? Like you can't fully rely on it, but it's really great to kind of have the data in your corner to help figure out what stories is it trying to tell us.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So it's all about, for me, it's like having a hunch about something. Like if I think if I'm thinking about a moment in a certain way, and I can find some data to prove that hunch, it just makes that purchase or sale so much easier to do.
Right.
Or even like
that.
Right. So if you don't know how many people are completing a challenge, you don't know what that ROI is on that moment if you're actually looking to sell it at the end. So if you can get some numbers to figure out how many people are going to complete it, what the mint count's going to be, what's my getting something in the top 100, that is kind of the name of the game for me.
That's a good point.
Great point. And it's cool that you kind of use it for your own personal, use, and you're not really just trying to give out information. You're like, I actually care about this shit. I want to be able to make informed decisions, and I want to be able to feel good about any purchase or investment. Personally, I'm still pretty new to this. I came in end of February when the market was already kind of pretty high. It just got a whole bunch of users, and Sean had been talking about it for a while, and I was just kind of a little confused at first because it's such a new concept, but I've always collected basketball cards growing up, and Sean and I were huge into that. So it just gave me that nostalgic feeling again as soon as I was able to get a pack. But I'm really curious to know, since we're talking about the new announcements with like all the rookie badges and all of that, how you think that's going to affect the market, and what type of data can we get to see that?
Yeah. So, I mean, you could see it's already affected the market. Rookies were down. The market was down in general the last couple of days.
Right.
And then with the announcement of rookie badges, you saw that spike again. And we've seen that every time that they've talked about it. So they put out that blog post a couple months ago, and I want to say like last month, they like prompted it again. They reintroduced it to the people, and there was a spike in rookies then.
Right.
So, I imagine, I mean, when the badges hit the market, it will probably see it shoot up again. There's a couple of theories out there. As soon as the badges come, a lot of people are just going to sell their rookies. So we may see a spike and drop back down. But I think it's really hard to tell, right? There's a lot of people coming. The badges are going to be shiny. I think we've all seen them, and people like shiny things. I mean, I have a couple of rookies. I may move a couple, but there's definitely a couple I'm going to hold on to.
Yeah. That's interesting, man. I think those badges will definitely help with a lot of the new users as well that are coming in, and just to be able to quickly identify the rookies, or the first moments. And I think even for me going into it, I was like, is this a rookie year? You have to like scroll down to the description and see what, and as a collector of basketball cards, like, that's always what you wanted to get. You wanted to get the rookies, like those were the valuable cards, and you wanted to have fun kind of guessing which rookie is going to have a career and who's going to be the next one. And this is really exciting to see that, they're going to add that, but there's a lot of different badges. And, for the people that may not know about what the badges are, or, what types of badges are getting, can you explain that a little bit for us? Or
so for rookies, there are three types of badges. There's one for the moment occurring within the rookie year. There's another one for the moment being minted within the rookie year. And then the last one is, they call it rookie premiere. It's the moment occurred within the rookie's first game. So that's the, I guess, the apex of it all is the 3 badge rookies, which get all of those 3, and then in addition to that, those 3 badge rookies will likely get that first moment badge as well. So they actually get 4 badges, and that's the last badge. So every player that makes it into Top Shot will get the first moment badge on the first moment that was minted for them within Top Shot.
Right. Doesn't matter if they're a rookie or whatever year they played, as long as it's their first minted moment on Top Shot, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it looks like, I'm over here on NBA Top Shot's Twitter, where they posted like a little preview, 30-second preview video. And I think this is really cool. It kind of helps tell the story, and it showcases a little bit. I know, Ken, when you first saw it, you were probably stoked to see Tyrese Halliburton.
I pulled Hallie in the Rising Stars pack, so now I'm like a fan.
Oh, nice.
I'm rooting for him, man.
Yeah, you could see. Looks like where they may be able to place them in terms of where the badges show up. So. I would imagine this is the Top Shot debut right here. Is that right, Greg? And then so it looks like they have a star, and I think I have it in this little overlay. It looks like there's a star, a basketball, and a box.
Right.
So the star, what do you think? That's Premiere, or?
I have no idea.
We're still learning.
Maybe it's in this video right here.
Yeah.
Rookie year. Okay. Rookie premiere.
Rookie premiere. So the basketball.
Basketball's rookie premiere.
Rookie mint.
The box.
It goes on to the blockchain. Nice. And then that's the three-star rookie right here.
So I'm assuming the 3-star rookie, those are kind of going to be the most kind of sought after rookies if you want the most value, right?
Yeah. And we saw some movement happen with this specific moment right here, huh?
The Halliburton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one ended up jumping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
funny
I think
how every announcement. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that one was trading near like 1,000, I think, yesterday, or maybe 1,100. I think it was up as high as 1,400 when I looked at it. I'm not sure.
I saw it at 1,500 right after they did that announcement. I was like, "Whoa, yeah," because it was at like 1,000, and I was like, "Did it just jump $500 after that announcement?" And then it kind of trickled back down a little bit, but people got really excited and probably was sniped on that.
Yeah. And then let's see, what else do we got in this? Just kind of get a good idea of what some of the different badges might be earned for some of those moments. I'm sure we probably saw a little spike in some of those, but yeah, I think it's really exciting to kind of showcase like how they can do certain things with these badges. I would imagine, and I'm not really sure, but I would imagine there's probably some future badges that they may do as well. Like I would like what, game winners, or I don't know. There's probably a lot of different things you can come up with that could earn a badge. Any thoughts on that, you guys?
I would think, so I would definitely think maybe all-stars get badges at some point if you made the all-star team that's in, or maybe all NBA. If they don't do one for MVP, I think that would a major miss.
Oh yeah.
Maybe defensive player of the year. I don't know. How many badges is too many badges, though? So
yeah.
I'm sure they probably want to keep it to a number, but there's definitely an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of got to look at it as same as you would as basketball cards. You know, like you have the information on there if you want to go get it, but like the real thing you want to see is that little gold rookie, emblem or whatever it is. So. But I think it's going to be helpful. I'm excited to see what that does, and what hopefully some of the rookies that I have will start to go up a little bit. Who knows? But let's talk about some of the stuff that you've been doing, Greg. I want to kind of hear a lot more of the background of all of the data that you pull and the charts that you make, and if you could share anything specific about it.
Well, yeah, Greg, real quick, I guess to start this conversation, I'm curious on like, what is your personal, for what you would like to share with us, what is your personal way, like workflow? Do you have an idea? I love what you said a little bit earlier, and I kind of want to unpack that a little bit, because you have like a hypothesis or a hunch, and you want to be able to say like, hey, do I have any data to be able to back that up? Like, can you help kind of just expose a little bit about like your internal process and your internal workflow for being able to create a product like one of your charts or infographic?
Sure. I'm a really collaborative person, so I get a lot from bouncing ideas off people. Folks like the Plunge Fathers, another Top Shot guy, and Chugs and Bugs. Like we're in a Discord, and we'll just be chatting. I mean, throughout the day about different things. And for instance, one time we were talking about flips and how there's this whole thing that like flippers are bad, and to some extent, like I see it, but we were basically talking about. After it was either Seeing Stars or one of the first Cool Cats about how many people probably were still holding the bag from a flip, like that took a loss on a flip, and tried to see if I could find any data to support that. And that flip chart or the flip infographic that I put together that I think you put on the thumbnail for this was kind of the result of that. So we had this idea that it would be cool to see, how many people are actually making money doing this versus how many people are losing money doing it. And from there, I just tried to find data to support that. So you just look at the data a bunch of different ways. how many people are losing money, how many people made money, what was the average net of profit and loss, like overall did people make money? And then within that, you know, what sets are most profitable to flip? Like what serials are most profitable to flip? When is the best time to flip something if you're going to buy it? And so that's all stuff that, I mean, if you have the data, you can figure it out and have a little bit more of an educated way to do it if you're going to do it, or know to avoid it if you aren't trying to lose money. So that's kind of my approach, is to find like an idea and just pound upon it until it becomes something.
I love that, man.
And you guys are creative guys too, so I feel like that's probably similar to the way you would approach things.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, it is one of those things where you're so conflicted on, like, you don't want to lose anything, but you want to like be able to own the moments that you love. But it might not be fiscally smart for me to do that. So being able to kind of understand, like, hey, based on something that you know, I'm eyeing, is this a smart move? And just being able to kind of understand, like, you know, the risk that I'm willing to take is really important. Ken, I'd love for you to comment on that, and then afterwards, if it's all right, I would love to throw up that infographic that we were discussing, and maybe have Greg kind of walk through it.
Yeah,
all right.
throw it up.
So this is one of the infographics that Greg has tweeted out. And Greg, is Twitter kind of the main way you share some of these infographics? I also see you got the First Mint logo up here. So, you know, shout out to that whole team. Because, man, I've learned so much from everyone at the First Mint. And it was so dope to kind of see you putting out stuff with the First Mint. What's real quick, what's the story behind that?
Yeah, so I mean, I was putting out stuff before, and I ended up talking to LG about it. He and the Plunge Father, they both kind of were enjoying the stuff I was putting out, and asked me if I kind of wanted to join this collective of content creators and kind of work collaboratively. And that's kind of it's been huge for me, because I mean, this idea came because of that, and a lot of the other charts we put out are kind of a result of us kind of working together on an idea. So yeah, I mean, it's been great working with them the last month or so, and hopefully we can kind of keep it rolling. But yeah, I mean, is that flip infographic that I was talking about. So I can't read the data exactly.
Yeah, I'll zoom into like little parts, but you know, at first we got like this top part right here. Here, let me see if I can make this wider and use up more screen real estate. And so, yeah, just what are we looking at right here?
Yeah, so I think this was like a week's worth of data. Yeah, so it was 3/8 through 3/14. I basically took a look at all of the sales that occurred shot within that time range, and looked at people who bought a moment and then sold that same moment within that time frame. And that's what I'm considering a flip. So these people were holding the moment short term, trying to make money off of it. So what,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, ask the question.
Honestly, I'm starting to put it together in my head, and like my brain is just making my mouth, like words coming out of my mouth. Sorry. So 28,000 people ended up making a sale and profited from that purchase, and 9,000 people ended up just selling it at a loss. And then so it looks like you break down what the average profit is for someone who flipped it for a profit, what the average loss was for someone who sold it, and this is the like cumulative amount of everyone who sold and profited, this is how much money was generated as profit for them versus how much was lost.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
How many, when they flipped it, it looks like this is, you got the y-axis with the profit and loss, and then you you put that against how long they've held it. So
Exactly.
the quick flips, 24 hours, you can kind of see the data points versus some of the people who've held it for longer and didn't necessarily have a huge profit or loss in that. So what did you deduct from that?
So I think what you see is that if you can buy a moment, the people who are making money on moments, I should say, are buying them and flipping them quickly. Right away. And the people who are losing money on moments probably didn't make a great purchase way, and they're probably listing it at a certain price and then gradually dropping it over time until they're willing to take a loss on it. And that's why you see it kind of tends to get more purple the longer they hold it.
Yeah.
So you can see that the average time held was 24 hours. And this was actually during one of those periods where there was a lot of maintenance. So it should have been shorter, I imagine, because there was periods of time where people couldn't sell. So it's kind of artificial.
Right.
And this was, during the time 3.8 to 3.14, and was that before they started testing out the different thresholds of, one moment can be sold within, X amount of time. And I know they were just kind of incrementally testing out certain, certain thresholds, if you will. I'm not really sure what to call them, but was that during this time or that was after?
I don't remember. My memory is not in that way. I have to look back. It might have been for part of it, but definitely went through some maintenance periods during. Well, I want to say one was almost a day that kind of made the number larger than it probably would have been otherwise.
Yeah, those maintenance periods definitely add this huge X factor in really everything. When you're trying to sell, when you're trying to buy, you're trying to
throw
come
a quick
up on
curveball
something.
at everybody,
Oh gosh, it is stressful. I was like, Ken said it best. Like those stress tests are stressful.
Well, I know Greg is we don't have him for too long, but I just wanted to reach out to the chat really quick, see if you guys had any questions for Greg, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, there's a question from Sasha's dad.
Okay.
Badge question. Long term, do you think the first game's badge, 4K moment, or the rookie badge, 2K rookie rising? I don't understand the question, but maybe you do, Greg.
I think they're talking about the rising stars versus the 4K rookies.
Which would be like their premier rookie or their first game or first moment.
Yeah. So the red stars are two rookie badge rookies, and then the 4K rookies are others. This one's interesting because the mint count on the rising stars is about half of the 4K rookies. So I think there's something to be said for it being scarcer. It will really come down to how people value that extra badge, right? And it's really, I think, difficult to tell at the moment how much those are going to matter. But I think we'll know pretty shortly.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious about that too, because I mean, me also, full disclosure, I have that Rising Stars Halliburton, and I'm watching the other one, the 4K one, just creeping above it and just kind of starting to rise. And I think it could be a mental thing like, well, it's going to get more badges, so let me get that. But it is also a moment in history where it's their first bucket or their first assist or their first play or their first game, which to me, that's what Top Shot is also all about, is capturing those moments in time. And to own a moment where it's their very first assist or their very first of their entire career is kind of cool. But again, like you say, that scarcity, well, if it's out of 4,000 but mine's out of 2021, it should be a little bit harder to get your hands on something like that. So that scarcity could drive the value up as well. And also having that nice little neon border around it as a rare kind of stands out a little bit. I know for me, I would just look at the actual moment itself and be like, is that moment cool? Is it a great play? Does that moment mean something to me? So, but I think either way, they're both going to have rookies. They'll have 2 or 3 badges, which is fine. It's their first year, their first mint, or their first time being on Top Shot. So yeah, that is a tough one. I think you just got to go with your gut, is what you like and what you're a fan of.
Yeah, I think also like the moment itself is something that definitely holds some value too. I know like sometimes they have like one that's like metallic gold, and the same common moment is or they have the same moment in a different tier, if you will.
Yeah. Can I bring up another question? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. And I think just the significance of the moment is another thing that also like I would take into account too. It would be different for each player.
I don't know if we talked about this, but how much do you think the Seeing Stars prices will fall after the KD challenge ends? Because I'm curious about that too. What happens when they announce challenges? What happens when the challenges end and they announce a new one? Yeah. What do you think on that?
Historically, we've seen them fall pretty drastically. This is kind of unique in that it's all stars, right? So, and we haven't seen as much of a premium put on them with all the different challenges going on. So it'll be interesting. Have as far to fall, so maybe they don't fall as much. There's a chance that people are going to try to move their funds from the first Seeing Stars challenge to the second one as soon as the first one ends. So you may see a fire sale. I think we're kind of in uncharted territory, like I said before, with all of the in the Seeing Stars challenge being all stars. So it doesn't really have a good comp at the moment. But for stuff like that, Steve on Twitter has great resources. He tracks prices of basically the challenge, the low asks for the cumulative every day. And you can actually go back and look at cool cats or stuff like that and see what happens as soon as the challenge ends.
Interesting.
Is Steve also one that's kind of behind the Rook Shot?
Yeah. So Steve runs rookshot.market. That is an incredible resource if you guys
love that.
Yeah, we put it up and we were just kind of exploring it on our last last live. Man, it's what a small world.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, thanks for asking that, Santiago. Appreciate the question.
Yeah, all right. We'll have, if we have, do we have time for one more question, Greg, before?
Let's do it.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe one more question, and then I quickly wanted to just show the world, if they haven't seen it already, his last infographic that he put out. But Ken, pull up another question.
You choose one now. Let me.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
I see one. I see one. Go ahead.
What do you see?
That's good.
Yeah. Will RJ Barrett be the most expensive rookie moment long term? Because I see a lot of RJ Barrett movement for sure.
Yeah. I think there's something to be said for that, because he has Series 1 moments. So they not only are they rookie, but they have that prestige of being the first series in Top Shot. And that said, I mean, with folks like LaMelo, I mean, LaMelo's got a huge following already, and depending on what his career looks like in 2 or 3 years, if he's already in all-star teams, he may surpass RJ if RJ's not an all-star by then, you know? So it's really hard to say, but my thought would be no. He'll probably get passed up by some of the younger guys.
Yeah.
And Greg, what was one of the questions that you saw?
There's one in there from Danny Miller.
Is it this one right here? Why do you think players' prices who were traded went up?
The idea I think behind it is that if the moments haven't been minted yet, or if there's still minting moments for a certain player, they'll E them as soon as they get traded. So for the 35 CCs, we won't see any more of those for the players
that becomes an LE at that point.
Yep. So yeah, I think that's why you saw the price spike on that. The interesting part about it is there's still a ton of that circulation that hasn't made it to collectors yet.
Right. So what happens with those?
So they're going to release them. So it's interesting that people bought up all that supply because there's still a bunch of those moments coming out.
Interesting. Okay. So there's still going to be, there's still 35,000 available, but there's still a bunch that
they're
are
just not going to mint anymore.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. So it's just, it's so funny to see how the market reacts to news or updates or highlights and things like that. I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's really cool to see that there's like real-time movement happening based on highlights or, you know, any announcements or things like that. So yeah, man, I think, you know, the whole trade thing is it gets people in front of the media. You know, a lot of the people who are in talks about being traded, like their name just keeps popping up, Lowry, or, you know, you hear the name and just by hearing that and being familiar with it, you start to look, oh, I wonder what they're going to be worth, or maybe. So it's pretty cool though. It's interesting. So now the trade deadline's over, probably won't see a lot of action on those trades. Right. Or maybe we will. Maybe they were on like a team that didn't get a lot of national TV plays and they get traded to another team that's going to get a lot more airtime, and that could help, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's totally possible. But yeah, it was interesting. I was looking at some of the charts on evaluate.market earlier, and you could see the guys that got traded they spiked immediately, and as quickly as they spiked, they came right back down.
Yeah, it's
and
cool.
I looked at a few of them, and some people got caught holding the bag on flips on those. So tough day.
Tough day. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I was thinking about it too. I'm like, I better be on whoever's getting traded. I better have the marketplace up. But yeah, I didn't have time for that at noon today. You know, it was tough.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing is, the people that planned ahead did better. So the people who were picking up people who were in rookie rumors early, so they were picking up earlier this week, picking them up, did fine. Like they made it. But the folks that tried to grab them today, didn't. Yeah.
That's a different story. Yeah. You're too late to the party, brother.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, man. We don't need to go in depth with this, but you know, this was an older post and you kind of redid these charts right here. And I feel like, considering we were talking about the badges, this was actually really valuable insight. I was hoping you can just walk us through just overall, like high level, what this is.
Yeah, so this is just a chart with all the rookie moments that are contained in S2, and so in Series 2, and then what badges they're going to be receiving as far as rookies. This one does include their first moment badge, so if it's their first moment on Top Shot, that's not on here. I only had data for the rookie part of it. So it shows which rookie badges they'll receive, and then the stacked bar chart over on the right-hand side basically shows you the current circulation for those moments. So You can see how many are out there in the wild, so that's owned.
Mm-hmm.
How many are still in packs? Most likely still held by Dapper, but a few of those are probably with collectors.
Yep.
And then you can see how many have been minted, which is the farthest right, that light blue. How many have been minted by Dapper but aren't in packs? So those ones are ones that are likely to make it to collectors at some point. So you kind of want to think about that before you're buying something, because you don't want to buy. And I'm going to give an example that's not a rookie, but it's another player. So Taylor Horton Tucker.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty high price right now, but a lot of his moments haven't hit the market yet.
Right.
So you got to weigh the balance between how many moments by people. Should I be buying those?
Right.
Or
Once
should
they
I wait?
flood the market, the price is going to change. There's now it is still a little bit scarce because they only released a few in packs, and there's still 35, or in that one there's 12,000. So there was, last time I checked, like still 10,000 that are in or minted but not in packs. So there's still a lot more room.
Yeah, so it's something you want to be cognizant of. You don't want to overpay for something that's going to be $50 cheaper in 3 weeks,
Right.
So quick fire questions, Greg, if you don't mind. So Series 1 rookies, who's like the top 1 or 2, maybe 3 rookies that you personally have been kind of eyeing, if you don't mind sharing? Based on what you've been looking at. Like, hey, let's say you were gifted a lump sum of money and you had some money to play with. What are you kind of looking at over here?
I haven't had eye on as many Series 1 moments, just because they've kind of been more out of my price range as far as what I've been buying. But DeAndre Hunter, I think he's in there, right?
Yeah. He has 4 or 3.
Yeah, I think if I were going to go for one, and obviously financial advice, but I think if I were going to go for one, he would probably be one of the ones I was looking at, just because he's kind of under the radar and he's had a pretty good season so far. So he would definitely be one I had my eye on. Can you scroll down a little bit? Obviously, I mean, you could go for the big names, but those are going to be more expensive.
Yeah.
I
love seeking the up and comers, man. That's the fun part for me.
I love Lou Dort.
Yeah, Lou Dort's definitely a good one. Kevin Porter Jr., I think a lot of people have kind of caught on to him now. I like PJ Washington too.
PJ.
So, those would be the few that I would probably look at.
Love that.
Shout out. Do you guys ever see Top Shot Takes? This guy, Mike, he does like this morning marketplace every single morning, and he's always talking about PJ Washington. Shout out, Mike.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So I never really looked into him, but when I was watching his streams in the morning, I'm like, oh shit, somebody's into PJ Washington. But I'm entering the. I'm trying to put the link for the giveaway in the chat. Someone said that the form isn't working. I'm gonna go ahead and try it one more time, and please let me know if that works or not. Basically, it's a form where you can fill out your Top Shot username, and we will go through and randomly pick out a winner for that. So look in the chat for that form. Click on it. Let me know if that works.
The most recent one, right?
And Ken, permission. What's going on?
Yeah, on the top right-hand corner. On the top right-hand corner of Google Forms, when you hit share, go to the very bottom. It should say, like, you should be able to switch it to everyone has edit access, or not edit, or I don't know. Should be able to appropriate the correct access and then share that link.
Interesting. Sorry, I don't see it on here, but what we can do for now, I mean, we don't have a lot. If you don't mind sharing your Top Shot username maybe in the chat, unless someone knows how to make a quick form.
Yeah.
I had it working earlier, but I don't know why.
We'll do a quick copy and paste, Ken, if you can't figure out the thing
Okay.
But
Sorry about that, guys.
happy to copy and paste. So what are we doing this for?
So I'm gonna give away that Larry Nance Jr.
Okay.
that I showed you earlier.
Yeah, and then I have a Miles I can give away as well.
Miles Bridges.
Okay.
All right.
15K.
Okay.
Damn. All right.
15K Miles Bridges.
I can't put my own name. I'm like. All right. So we're Ken. Let's. Are you going to be able to copy and paste?
I'll just fill it out. I got it.
Okay.
Cool. I'm in.
So let's make sure, Ken, you got DK1 for Devin, and then you got Drunk Tree.
Hang on, because I'm trying to write and read right now. So let me do this first, and then I'll double check.
Okay. All right. In the meantime, Greg, dude, thank you so much for coming on too, man. And it's just, what are some of the like infographics that you kind of have working on that you would like, for everyone to maybe tune in when you end up dropping it, or what kind of support do you feel like you'd be able to get, or that you need from the Top Shot community?
I get a lot of love from them. I think I'm good. I'm just, I'm working on some updates to the challenge tracker, hoping at some point to make it interactive. So getting a platform so that all the questions that people are asking me, they can kind of get themselves. So hoping to have that up sometime in the next couple of weeks. And hopefully at some point one of the bigger services evaluate that market, or somebody else will automate it entirely. So I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. or whatever I get out that to get it out to everybody.
Do you feel like a sense of obligation now?
Yeah.
Yeah, part of me does. I was like,
Yeah,
I mean, I get I look at this every morning and I'm like, oh man, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's like no sick days.
Yeah, man. People are counting on you now. That's good.
Yeah, it's like you need to have that financial disclaimer. Like, it's not
this
advice.
is not financial advice,
This is
guys.
not financial advice.
Yeah.
All right. So last chance. Sorry about that. Last chance to enter your Top Shot name. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the giveaway soon. Sorry, but if you are here, thank you guys for joining. Please like the stream, subscribe if you can, share this. We're just starting this. We're having fun doing it. We're just some dudes that just love basketball, love technology, love NFTs, love Top Shot, and just want to hang out. So thank you again. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And we're gonna give away this moment. So right now it looks like.
Hold on. So, Ken, we got one more late one from Derek Kai, and then I don't know if you saw that. If you can
It's a
enter.
boy.
Yep. And then also, if you don't mind sharing your screen so we can see all the names in the wheel.
Yep. Here we go. Let me share. So hopefully I got everybody in here. If I didn't, let me know. All right, so we have DK1, Drunk Tree, Sharp Balloon, Neek's Not Nice, Cannonball Cam, Pack Attack, You Blew a 31 lead, Rain Man 20, Sasha's Dad, Midi 24, Daniel Ho, Big Red 17, Rosie Bossy, Finger Licking Good, Sylvia the Baller, Brian M, and It's Your Boy.
We'll give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
If you missed anyone.
Add it in there. Sumas. Okay.
Sumas. Got you.
And sorry about that. I'll have the Google Sheet ready next time, you guys. It's Young Jesus. All right. And we are closing the giveaway. Here we go.
Oh
So
wait, hold on. Chelsea's isn't there.
it's not.
CHZENTRA. Do you have CHZ?
I thought I typed that
Oh
in.
man, they're
Okay, sorry
flooding in
about
now.
Oh. Oh, now you guys want to participate, huh? Nice. All right, let me enter that in.
As soon as Greg said Miles Bridges, they're like, okay.
Huh? LUYJF. Please don't enter double if you guys already saw it. Don't troll me like that. It's messed up. Len Dolans. Okay.
All right. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
I got a duplicate.
2, 1.
All right, here we
All right,
go.
let's do it.
So the winner for the Larry Nance Jr.
This is for Larry Nance, ex-Laker.
All right.
Sumas.
Sumas. Tell me how you pronounce that. I don't know. Sumas. Congratulations. You got this Larry Nance Jr. It is a sub 3,000 serial, which is not bad. I'll go ahead and gift that to you whenever we can. We could do gifting now, right?
Yeah, you should, as long as you've owned the moment for 7 days at least.
All right, Sumas. All right, congrats, Sumas. That's awesome. I'll send that over to you. I'm going to take you out of this one for the Miles Bridges challenge here. Where is he? Oh, does it automatically take it out?
No, it's at the bottom there.
Oh, there.
It's like
sorry about that. Boom. Got
it. And then Ken, it looks like, I don't know if you have Jimmy's Juggernauts.
Jimmy's Juggernauts? Did they make it in before we
No, not on the first
timer?
one, but he made it for the second one, so.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that.
We'll let it slide this time. All right. I'm just kidding. Jimmy's Juggernauts. Got you. All right. So this is for Miles Bridges here. And here we go.
Ooh. Okay.
Rossi Bossy. All right. Let me write these down, and then
yeah.
Are you going to be able to gift it?
To me. Yeah, I can gift it. So if you want to just drop it in the chat, I can do it.
I will, yeah.
Awesome.
Right now.
Thanks, Greg. Man.
Yeah,
Dude,
no problem, guys.
It's been such a pleasure, man. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you'll be down to come hang out with us again. And
for sure.
Maybe one day I'll be able to meet you in person.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
We got to make that happen.
Yeah.
Especially if so Ken and I are out in LA. So, you know, as soon as games open back up, the next Laker game that you want to come through, we got to make that happen.
Yeah, man.
For sure. But thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it. This has been awesome. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Absolutely, man.
Awesome. And for everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out with us. Please follow _ Greg Murray on Twitter. Greg, any other things you want to shout out? The First Mint, I know they're a big supporters as well, but any shout outs, things you want to plug?
I don't have anything, guys. Yeah, follow these guys on Twitter too, putting out music, graphics, and other dope stuff. So yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Greg. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Catch you.
And we're gonna end this live stream.
Greg's awesome, man.
Dude,
I'm so glad we got to hang out with him and talk to him.
He's next level, man.
Yeah,
I love how he's able to take all his experience and put it towards something he's passionate about. It's clear. It's clear. So yeah, you know, we gotta keep doing this because I just feel like my mind is at the seams, and it's about to blow with just inspiration, new
Yeah.
things to look at, new things to look forward to,
And
new ways.
hopefully pop some more packs, man. So next time we get some packs come in, we're definitely going to pop them on the live stream. And then if any of you guys end up scoring some packs and you want to open them up on our stream and open
Yeah,
it
hit us
live with
up.
all of us, please
Shoot
feel
us a
free.
DM.
Hold on to your packs. We'll bring you onto the stream. We can all open them together and celebrate.
Yeah, and if you have any feedback, my brother Ken and I, we are literally just doing this for the fun of it, and are just stretching ourselves while we're doing it, and we appreciate any feedback, because I feel like I'm growing. It's just so great to connect with my brother and just bring in some amazing people and
Big
friends.
Stefan too, man. Thank you for joining. Sorry I typed that wrong. I got your correct Top Shot username now. I'll make sure that we get that.
Rossi Bossy Arts.
That's who it is.
There
All
it
right.
goes. It's not Roassi or
Rossi.
whatever.
I was like, Rossi Bossy.
Stephen Ross, man. I know he was really interested in getting into Top Shot, so I'm stoked that, if you haven't had a pack before, like, at least you got your first moment. Don't feel like you got to keep that. You can flip it or keep it.
Yeah, man. Keep it. Build your collection, dude.
Yeah, and Ken, what's your Top Shot name?
My Top Shot name is just Ken Nana, Kennana.
Oh, you switched it up from It's Lukey Baby?
It's Lukey Baby, yeah. But you know what? I'm just going to stick with Ken Nana with all of my stuff. So to make it easy for people to find me and contact me. And if you want to set up any trades or anything, hit up. Just DM me. Feel free to hit me up in Discord or Twitter. You can DM me anything if you guys want to look at my account and facilitate any types of trades or anything like that. I'll stop it. If you just want to hang out, let's do it.
Love that, man.
Cool.
I'm always definitely looking at that.
And your Top Shot username you're using is Unbox, right?
It's Unbox. Is Unbox. And I gotta find out what Greg's is. If you give me 1 second, I know in our DMs
someone was asking about what his Top Shot username. We can announce that next time.
Yeah,
I don't want to call him out right now.
I can also once I find out, I can put it in our description too to follow up. So I'll be able to do that as well.
Cool.
Sorry we didn't catch it earlier, Drunk Tree. But yeah, and congrats on that Mike Conley challenge completed.
Oh, good nice. Stuff. Okay.
Good stuff. That's a sick moment. I like that little highlight. It's a nice little spin move.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Well. All right,
guys.
Chris. Thank you, Stefan, Drunk Tree, all you guys.
Yeah, everyone.
Really appreciate it. This was awesome. Make sure you guys tune in next time. Anytime something's happening in the NBA or Top Shot, we're going to do our best to cover everything and hopefully pops a new pack soon. So,
I know. All right, man. Have a good night. Have fun while you're out there in Berkeley.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.